Little people, good people, shiny ones, all known as the fairies. Folklorists nailed it. Believe that they descended from ancient gods and goddesses. Thousands of years they have been here on our earth. And they were said to govern any and all things. The weather, the seasons, the night, the day, the water, the growth of plants, anything and everything, it was done by the fairies. Anyways, I hope you guys stick around in the end. If you don't, that's okay too. But as you can see from the title, this is about fairies. A little bit of an urban legend type of thing. So yeah, if you want to stick around, stick around. And I hope that you enjoy if you do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff that comes with this YouTube realm. And I will see you over there or there, whichever way I do the thing. In the past, when our world was more magical and enchanting, many people believed, well, in the magical and enchanting things. I just got this, and let's see if it's magical and enchanting. It's called a Correct Kitten. Seems kind of cool. But it comes out like all different colors. Ah! So this included the fairies. Today, many people claim that they have seen or maybe even caught in a fairy on their cameras. So the rumor has it that they are not physical, but instead interdimensional, which I thought was pretty cool. So even though most of us can't see them, they're thought to live in, I guess you would say, a parallel universe. So think of it like this. Like you are watching your favorite TV show or movie, whatever you do on Netflix. Just because you can't hear or see, and it doesn't just have to be Netflix, but just because you can't see or hear the other channels, that doesn't mean that they're not there, so to say. Still with me? Okay. So what could fairies necessarily be? Well, in Ireland, I'm going to try not to butcher this. Some people say that fairies are fallen gods, also known as Tuatha de fallen goddesses and fallen gods. I'm not going to try to say that last word. I think it was Tuatha de Danann. Yeah, anyway. Okay, moving on. All right, and this meant the mother of goddesses or the people of Danu? Yeah. So they were said to live in a different realm underneath us. So they would enter and exit this realm through what was called fairy mounds. So some people compare them to angels, except just rather on a closer plane, closer to us than the angels are. But not all of them are the same. So you have your good ones and you have your bad ones. And the good ones would express their behavior, such as helping hikers that got lost in the forest, or some of them would clean your house while you were sleeping, which, where they be at? And this was to surprise their humans that they accompanied the same household with. And they would leave you magical gifts or or surprises of different treasures, or just very good things. Supposedly, if you left out a cup of milk or some cream or some butter, the fairies, well, you would gain a fairy friend. So yeah, let me know if you have ever, left out any milk and a fairy has came and cleaned your house. Because if that is true, I might have to jump on that bandwagon, not gonna lie. So the bad ones and the bad behaviored, I guess you can say, the ones that like to misbehave, they would not only not help you if you were stuck in a forest, but they would guide you to, well, the dark, scary parts of the forest and essentially leave you there to fend for yourself, I guess you can say. Yeah. They were also responsible for any bad, like I said in the last video, anything that went wrong, bad milk, bad crops, you lost a shoe, sock, etc., etc. They would blame it on these bad behaviored fairies. And if you were really lucky and they liked you, well, they would cast a charm, so to say, over your life and put a curse on your baby and essentially turn it into what is called a changeling. Now, I didn't know what a changeling was, so I looked it up. And a changeling is essentially, well, they're not very pretty. They're very sickly. They supposedly have sharp teeth. They have very unusual behavior. Apparently, they're very intelligent, so to say. This would mean that a fairy replaced your baby with so-called changeling. So why take your child? Well, there was a few reasons why people believed this to be, because either the fairy itself was too old and wanted to live out its remaining days with, or being coddled by human parents. That was one of the reasons. I guess another reason was just because they were maleficent, I guess you can say, or they really loved your child. Strange. So a lot of parents would, I found this strange, would leave out iron scissors that were open next to where the child was sleeping to protect them from getting essentially turned into a fairy. And with that, and also they would consistently be watched over. I just wouldn't feel very comfortable leaving a pair of open iron scissors next to where my child slept. But they do them, and I do me. If you were ever given a gift by one of these bad behaviored fairies, be sure that it came with a curse. These fairies were also known to go to war with other mythical creatures, such as pixies and trolls. So with the rise of Christianity, the church said, no way are you going to be able to believe in these mythical creatures anymore. Basically, if you do, you will be banished from, say, church. So a lot of people believe that this is why some fairies went rogue and started expressing bad behavior, because they were not worshipped as they used to be. So nowadays, how are fairies looked at? Well, for one, there is a lot of money in fairy garden, I guess it's a hobby, collecting the little structures, planting them inside a garden, and basically it's said to bring you good luck. Now, I didn't know all that, but I do have a couple little fairy structures over there. I did not know any of this, though. When I bought those, I just thought they looked cool. But anyways, so essentially, yeah, so you plant them with plants. They are supposed to bring you good luck, good fortune, and all of that. One fairy garden website made about $1 million in March of 2014 off of, well, products for these fairy gardens. I don't know about you, but I am in the wrong business. That's all I am saying. So, with all of that being said, we're going to go down a little bit of a path here. Stick with me. It's a little bit of a much. So, how can you train, or can you train yourself to see said fairies? Well, in 2017, Daddy Government released something called the Gateway Process and Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process. So essentially, what this did taught you how to train your brain not only to see said fairies, but just anything that I guess not everybody can see. So this was an experiment to teach you how to essentially train your body and able to harness these electromagnetic waves, essentially. So it's kind of like meditation. So the CIA was very intrigued with people that were able to successfully do this. And by the way, they were all volunteered people that went through this experiment. I think. But basically, only 5% of the people that went through this experiment were actually able to successfully go ahead and train their brain to see. So yeah, that basically, I mean, I could have made this so much longer, but I didn't want to waste your time, and you know, I don't really got a large fan base to tell me what they want to hear at this point. So if there is anything that you want to hear about, anything conspiracy-wise or urban legend-wise, anything true crime related, I will absolutely do. I'm going to go ahead and jump on Brittany's bandwagon and say, no kids. As far as true crimes, nope. I forgot to say this too. So I have a quote here, and it says, I believe in everything until disproven. So I believe in fairies, myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's only in your mind. Who's to say that dreams and nightmares aren't as real as the here and the now? Can you guess who said that? Can you guess who said that? I was like, it has to be not the same person. John Lennon. I was like, there's no, what? But yeah, from Beatles, that guy. Yep. So I apologize if you can hear the wind in the background. It is currently a nightmare out there. Like, I feel like I'm gonna blow away. But I don't live where there's any tornadoes, so I should be okay. Sorry if you do live in an area that has tornadoes. My apologies. I'm not talking shit. I'm just stating a statement. So, yeah. I feel like this one's way too white. Really need to get my life together, apparently. Maybe it just looks bad on the camera. Maybe. All right. I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia. I love this stuff. It's what is it called? What is this called? Highlighter. I knew that. Highlighter. So it's just like super glittery. You know what I mean? Can you see that? It's this one though. Oh, it's called Vegas. my hair went ahead and stayed all slicked back, so I waited a little bit, and this is what I'm gonna stick with. I like it. It looks good, I think, personally. I don't know about you. Anyways, thank you guys so much if you made it to the end of my video. I appreciate you. You're a real OG. Because I'm still, you know, I'm a hot mess right now. But like I said before, I'm going to keep figuring this YouTube realm out. If somebody has not told you that they love you today, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below anything that you would want me to talk about. Seriously, please. If you want me to cover anything, let me know. Let me know.